and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we are going to get reacquainted with an artist who's been on here before. And he has a special message, particularly for youth, but I think we can all benefit from it. Welcome back to K'bana Blaq. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. It's good to see you too. I'm excited.
So exciting. You are someone who kind of reinvents yourself pretty frequently. I mean, you stay true to a core, but you're doing different music, different projects, playwriting, all kinds of different things.
Yes. I think that it's important for you to just live your truth. My truth is I realize now, because I think life is a journey, that I'm a creative being. I love to be creative.
Okay, I knew that years ago. I know you had
But
to know
I know I didn't. I really didn't. I thought, well, maybe I'm a singer, or maybe I'm, a writer, or maybe I'm this, and people would say, well, how you doing so much? And then it just finally hit me that I love to create, and being creative means I get to change and become different things, and I'm super excited about that. But I think a lot of us should allow themselves to find out that journey. Like, who are you? And then live your truth. I think that's important.
And it is hard. I mean, you've always been in a creative career, although you're also a teacher, and that's partly creative and partly not.
Right. There's some structure there.
Yeah. But for people who, go to an office every day, some of that creativity just washes away if you don't use it.
No. You can put the magic. You can put the magic in the office. I've seen so many people in their offices. I think magic can be anywhere you put it. So I'm definitely one about believing and creating no matter what the environment is. Especially.
You have that spirit. I think if you tried to stop yourself from creating, you'd go nuts.
I think I would lose my mind completely. Completely, I would.
So, but for you, it isn't just the art. It is your deeper purpose. Your love for kids, your belief in society. I mean, all those things are coming together in Love Over Hate.
Love Over Hate, yes. Love Over Hate was actually created, unfortunately, by a tragedy. Not in my band, just to clarify, because I am in the band called the Fuzz Band.
Right.
But on my solo endeavors, one of my band members took his life. His name was Justice Taylor, and he was young, and he was a guitarist, and he was super excited, and I was super shocked about it. And in February, right after Valentine's, I was like, wow, even after a love day, someone that I love.
Sometimes those holidays are more stressful.
And they are. And so I just said to myself, why didn't I know? I couldn't see it on Instagram. I went back and researched his page, and I realized that depression and heartache and mental health, they don't have a face. They don't have a look to it. It is something internal. So Love Over Hate came out, and now I'm helping kids as well as adults love themselves over hating themselves, which will help them love others over hating others. And I've been to Smithfield Middle School. I spoke to eighth graders, like 100 eighth graders, and it was really a great experience. And now I'm out here just doing it, and hopefully I can be a part of the change of helping people love themselves.
Well, it's interesting because you do start on the individual level. Like Love Over Hate could be, I think of it as society being not very friendly right now, not very nice, very polarized. I immediately go to the big picture.
Absolutely.
But the big picture starts here.
It always starts with us, and that's the thing. I was just having a great conversation with individuals, and one thing we have to realize, and I don't like to be political because a lot of times there's a lot of lines that happen when you get into politics, but the climate of where we are, the head is not as gracious, is not giving us those wonderful moral values that the young people need to see. So therefore, it causes things to happen. So I feel my job and my responsibility as an artist and as a person and as an adult is I have to give kids what I received when I was young. How to open doors for young ladies and women, how to be respectful to your elders, how to go after your dreams and believe that you can do it. So that's my job now.
Well, all of these studies about kids, there was the one that, well, if you get a trophy for everything, nothing means anything. But the big one that I think is that the younger generation has grown up in a much more stressful world. If you were a kid during 9/11,
come on,
can you imagine, if you were my kids, 3rd grade, kindergarten, how that changed their worldview. I mean,
Wow.
statistically, kids today have much higher levels of anxiety, much higher levels of depression. I mean, it's a stressed generation. And when all that pressure, you know, it changes them. And
Yes.
then they go on social media and everybody else is bright and shiny and happy. So it must be me.
Right, and that's the illusion that I'm trying to break, is that social media is great when you know the purpose, but once you realize that everybody's just trying to give their own interpretation of their life, you realize there's a lot of falsehood in it. And it's nobody's fault, it's everybody's just trying to fit in. And the world right now, definitely for the kids, is very stressed out. Me working, you know, even with Parents Against Bullying, I have to thank Shantae Miller for just allowing me to be a part of her team and singing the truth. A lot of these kids come in just already ready to leave and not be a part of school, not have friends, not be social, not go anywhere, and they're just stuck doing this all day. And I think that's a problem. We have to remind them there's so many opportunities and things that you can do. And as adults, we can't give up on ourselves at all either. Because sometimes adults, I feel like teachers' hands are tied, parents feel frustrated and overwhelmed because they're trying to pay the bills and give to their, to their families, and just, it becomes very frustrating. And we have to remind each other, love can save the day. And that's why love over hate exists.
And kids don't always listen to someone who's going to stand up at the front and talk to them.
Yes.
But when you reach them through music, a message can be maybe heard better.
Music, and once again being creative. Like when I go to the schools, we play The Price is Right. We get prizes. We do, I call it the love line, like the Soul Train line. I make sure that we have fun. Like, what happened to that? Just having fun.
Well, there's so much pressure in schools now. You know, it's SOLs, it's standardized testing, it's the amount of time has not increased, but what they have to do in that time has increased. And I think, you know, kids start to worry about college when they're about middle school, and it's just, it's an intense life we've put on kids.
Right, and that is our fault. We have allowed it, so we have to find a way to decrease it and give them balance. We should give them balance of their choices and careers and what they need to do for their future. But we also need to remind them there's a part of your life that you need to go enjoy yourself. Go to a bowling alley, go to the beach, go to Busch Gardens, go have fun with your friends. Go have a conversation with your friends where you're not side by side and you're both on the phone talking to each other. When I saw that, I knew that was a problem. I was like, y'all right beside each other and y'all having a conversation. And then after you have your conversation, then y'all want to do a selfie together.
It's weird for somebody as old as I am, but I saw it, you know, my older child was in junior high school and he was meeting a girl. We were at a grown-ups party, but it was all, you know, the family and stuff. And they were both so shy that they sat next to each other and texted. I'm like, oh, come on.
Wow.
Really? And I talked to, when I went back from my college reunion, I'm like, so everybody still like hangs out in the dorm social room? She's like, no. Nobody comes to the dorm social room. They talk to each other from their individual rooms, like on the phone. So they're still connecting, but it's not the same thing as you and me sitting here looking at each other.
Feeling each other's energy. And like with the schools.
And begin building trust. Can you do that over text? I don't know.
You cannot. And when I have meetings, a lot of times, you know, they want to text me, and you know, I'll talk to them through text. And I was like, well, no, I need to feel you. I need to know who you are. I need to see where your spirit is, where your energy is, where your heart is, where your passion is. And if I can know your passion, then I can find a place to relate with you. If not, then you're just a person, you're just an acquaintance. You're just somebody I'm just meeting. But when you're building a relationship, it's that, you're building a relationship. And I think kids are afraid of relationships because they just have not been taught how to really engage in them.
It's scary.
Yes.
You have to open yourself up. And if all we're worried about is what I'm lacking and I'm trying to cover up for that, I'm not willing to open up. It takes a lot of vulnerability, and kids I think are afraid to have that now.
And that is why it is my job, it is your job, it's everyone's job to remind the kids, yo, like I said, yo, you know what I'm saying? That I can relate to you, that I understand you. And what I'm going to do right now for you is I'm going to give you everything that I learned growing up. And a lot of adults, I don't know what's going on. It's like we're all afraid to do something and we need to stop it.
Or we're all working too many hours, or we're all focused. Yeah, who knows?
Right, and big thing for me is no excuses. I cannot stand excuses.
Okay.
Because I feel like excuses lead to devastation. My mother passed with 5 tumors on her brain and cancer throughout her body. And not one time did I see her have a sad day. She was saved, she praised God. And the only time I saw her cry is right before she went into a coma.
Oh my gosh.
She showed me that it's a choice to be happy.
It is.
You
I'm glad you
choose
said that.
to be happy. It's not
Every
something
day.
that happens.
You don't wait for it to come down. You work at it.
You choose your smile. You choose your hug. You choose that skip of life. If you don't do it, then it's your fault. And I think that we have to get kids and adults to understand it is very important now to live free. And so I'm coming out of my comfort zone with the things I'm doing because I feel like it's my responsibility, because I feel like that's the person I am. I'm a happy person. I'm outgoing. I love people. But I think I have to take it to another level because it's missing. And I think that's what's missing for people is when you see what's missing in the earth, figure out where you are in that place and then do it.
And that's probably your niche. In addition to creativity, it is getting in touch with your authentic self and being vulnerable, not being afraid to be who you are.
Absolutely.
A lot of us are very afraid to be who we are.
Absolutely.
So, I'm going to ask you about your book, which has just come out.
Boop, boop. I was hyped.
Yeah.
Yes, Before Success. It happened and started because I was the whiz in the whiz at Downing Groves Cultural Arts Center, and I was very excited about it. And I met Queen Estamero, who is actually the original I Am in the Wiz, and she's legendary. She has sung for Martin Luther King. She is just an amazing woman. But being around someone of the past in the present, giving me all that wisdom as an artist, it really changed my life. And then I went over to Germany, and I did a Prince tribute, and seeing that culture, they were so happy. Holding hands, they were, it just was a different change. And when I got back home, something inside was so deep that music couldn't convey it. And I started writing and writing and writing. And then I realized what it was. I'm still in the process of Before Success. And the book is about the reality of what we don't share with other people, not just in the entertainment business, but just as people, that it's not easy. The only difference between me and another person is my passion. My passion is so good and so strong that no one can stop it. But I have the same problems and issues like everybody else. So the book shares like, this is what I've gone through. These are my mental depressed days and when I didn't think I couldn't do it, and the things that happened to me with my mom and my friends, and just feeling defeated. But if you believe, if you have that passion, Mark 11:24, that's my thing. If you believe it, then it's possible.
And if you share that you are a success and you are comfortable with yourself and you're doing what you love, but you've had these struggles too, it does give other people hope and understanding. And it is a part of ourselves that we don't usually share.
And people see a lot, on my social media, I'm very engaged. And the purpose of my Instagram is to show that everything I do is real. Like I'm not around here like with my shirt off or doing all these crazy things because that's just surface stuff. What I try to show is a busy and great lifestyle. But now it's time for people to see what's behind that lifestyle, the journey.
Behind the veil.
Yeah, the hard work. And I was scared to do that because we're told you shouldn't do that. We need to make sure that everybody feels and sees this type of image.
Right.
I feel like now it's time for people to know, because I think people really want to know sometimes, what does a K'bana Blaq do? I've been full-time for over 13 years. I've traveled the world, I've done a lot of things, and I'm still heading to that place of my destiny. And I'm very proud, and that's why I said the beginning with no ending.
Because it's going to keep going.
Yeah, until the day you die.
Fabulous.
You gotta live. Yes.
Well, we're going to come back now to Love Over Hate and some of your new work.
Yes.
You are going to sing a song for us.
Yes, I am.
Which one is it going to be? I listened to it online the other day on Spotify.
Love Over Hate, the lead, and it's an EP, and it's free. You know, as the first song is the Believer's Anthem, which is called I Believe in Me. The second song, of course, is Love Over Hate. Then the ballad, which is dedicated to Justice Taylor, is called Stop Doubting. And the last song is called Pour Me Out a Blessing, which is Song of the Year. It was nominated for Song of the Year for VIA Awards and won. So it's Song of the Year. And I'm super excited about it. It's very encouraging. It's the kind of CD that is reminiscent of Marvin Gaye meets the classic folk. Because it's not over the top. It's like folk and soul. It's
interesting because you've gone into a sort of more modern style for a while. You're coming back now.
It seemed like, I went out and I was a trap rock misfit and did rock and did this. But like I said, my purpose is forcing me to give a message, and the message needs to be very relatable and not as intensive, but yet something that people can digest. And you know, when you're being creative, sometimes you have to put that limit on yourself to make sure that people get the message. And I learned that a long time ago. I'm creative, and when I'm being creative, usually that's a platform for myself to express myself. But when it's time to give a message, I have to figure out how to be creative in a way that people can receive it.
Right.
And then when they can receive it, they can understand it better. So this is where I am right now, as far as my music and the things I'm doing.
It's very exciting. And we're going to stop talking so I can hear you sing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. We're going to break right now, but K'bana will be back.
You can be free. You can be free. Love over hate. Why it's so easy to be so mean, instead of pushing yourself and everybody around you to your dreams? Never one to let my feelings show, but this world is getting out of control. Subtweeting on the Twitter feed, throwing shade on your Snap stories. Where did we go wrong? Killing people, too much going on. Good and bad. But now it's bad. You can be free, my sister. You can be free, my brother. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love. Well, I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love. I believe in love, no. I believe in love. I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love. Love over hate, love over hate, love over hate. Lost minds, lost souls, delusional, who you fooling, yo? We do better together. We gotta let our ego go. The system wants to bring us down. They keep bringing each other down. Until the life's no true, you and I, T.Y. We go wrong. Killing people, too much going on. It's a good and a bad. Now, hate people is a bad. You can be free, my sister. You can be free, my brother. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I choose. I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love. Well, I believe in love. I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love, I choose to love. Well, now. I said love over hate will make us great, will make us great.
I choose love.
Well,
I choose love over.
I choose
love.
I choose love
I choose love
over hate.
I choose love. I choose love. I choose love
Over hate.
I choose love. I choose love.
Oh, no. I believe in love.
I choose
I believe in love. I believe in love. I believe in love.
I choose love.
Love.
I choose love.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well,
Love over hate. Love over hate.
love over hate will make us great. I believe, I receive, I choose love. Love over hate will make us great, will make us great. Love over hate will make us great, 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 will make us great. Love over hate will make us great, will make us great, will make us great, will make us great, will make us great. Love over hate will make us great, will make us great, will make us great. Love over hate.